Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts.
Welcome. No, this is Star Fox 64.
Ah, you caught me. Guys, I lied. I'm not Let's Playing Kingdom Hearts after all.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to our Star Fox 64 Let's Play.
Hell yeah.
Starring Donald and Goofy.
Now,
Wait a minute.
now here's a question I have.
Yeah.
Why Donald and Goofy? Why not Darkwing Duck and Max?
Because they're both too cool.
Fair.
Anyway, this is the
Also,
this is
Max
the
isn't Max isn't marketable enough.
This is the gummy ship segment of the game. You fly through a admittedly boring-looking space area, and there's some polygonal ships. There's some what looks like strange colored obstructions around, and you can shoot a lot of the stuff down for some materials. All these materials that are dropping will allow you to like customize your ship some more. So while we have this ship, we can actually like make our own ship. I don't really experiment with that this much in the first game, because the first game is kind of rigid with the stuff that I can do with the gummy ship, and also the controls for the gummy customization is kind of wonky. But just know that you can make your own ship, and you can make it look like whatever you want, as long as it's within the confines of the, like, there's like a cubic grid that you can place stuff in.
I just had a funny thought. You know the fucking meme where it's like Scooby-Doo and Fred's like, let's see who the villain really is, and it's like, imagine like the mask is the gummy ship levels from Kingdom Hearts, but when he takes it off, it's fucking Sky Chase from Sonic Adventure.
Fuck. Oh god. Anyway, we've already reached our destination, so we have a new world in front of us, and it's
covered in
Wonderland.
It's covered in hearts. It's the Kingdom Hearts.
Ah, we
No,
found
this
it.
Wonderland.
This is the Kingdom of Hearts.
He's not wrong, you know.
Anyway, we are falling down the rabbit hole. Look at Goofy! You're just laying there like, I'm just gonna nap in midair.
You know, it makes perfect sense for this to be the first Disney World they explore, but I feel like this, it kind of sucks that, like, the world from, this particular Disney property is so short.
They should have just made this the
one's-
entire game.
I mean, you'll actually find, oddly enough, a lot of the worlds in this game are a little bit shorter than people might remember, and that's mostly because it's... As a lot of us probably played this when we were younger. Oh yeah, also there's like weird stuff going on, because this is Wonderland, and of course weird stuff happens. If you haven't seen Alice in Wonderland, then it is really hard to explain why all this shit happens. But
Because drugs. Oh, I did it.
yeah, there you go.
It's actually really simple.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
Waddle.
Are we just
Oh.
telling kids
I had
to
the
do
bottle.
drugs? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Cool.
Anyway, push this into the wall, and there's a couple of other things that we can interact with, although not all at once. We'll have to come back later for some other things we can interact with. Drinking the blue bottle will shrink us, and if we drink the red bottle while we're small, we can increase our size. If we're small, we'll actually be able to encounter some enemies in this room. I was gonna say something earlier before we made the joke about the drugs, and now I just don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, like, a lot of us probably played this game the first time when we were, like, kids, so it was kinda... And this game doesn't explicitly tell you where you need to go, so it can be easy to get lost sometimes, and so the levels will feel longer. But in all honesty, a lot of these worlds, with only a few exceptions, are fairly short, and if you know what you're doing, you can beat each of them within a half an hour.
Well, it's a good thing we don't know
Not
what we're doing.
Not including cutscenes. Cutscenes may drag it out more depending on how long they are. This rabbit looks like he is high as fuck, which is probably why he was late.
Court is now in session.
I'm on trial. But why?
And where's her attorney?
Majesty, the Queen of Hearts presiding.
Jack, go get, Phoenix.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That's not how that
It's
works.
so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Yeah, almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys.
Yeah, because
we
you
should help
ugly
her out.
too.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah.
I like
Well,
muddling
that's
more.
against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged.
Well, just so you know, Goofy, every time we go to another world, we will be doing a lot of meddling.
Muddling.
Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there.
Who are you? How dare you interfere with
I'm
my...
Sora Kingdom Hearts.
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh.
It's John Cena!
Boo-boo-doo-boo.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Whoops.
So there's 4 different pieces of evidence that we can collect. You only need 1. And you can, like, the bonus for getting all of them isn't all that much, but I recommend going for all of them because it's better to just get the reward. Because I'm pretty sure that I think, oh yeah, this guy, he exists.
Yes.
It's the Cheshire Cat.
Yes.
Are you a fan of the Cheshire Cat, Landon?
Yes.
Fuck you, Cheshire Cat.
Okay, bye.
He really is just chaotic neutral.
The fourth
Big
is
reward if you find them
the
all.
4th one the tricky one, the one that is mandatory.
None of them are actually mandatory. Only one. You only need 1. You can get any single one
Oh.
to continue. But like he said, if you can get all 4 of them, you get a reward that is, I would say, worth it. I'm pretty sure you get access to a spell earlier in the game than you normally would.
I thought the way you were saying it before was one in particular was required.
No. You can get any singular one. So you need 1 out of the 4 in order to progress the story. But you will want to get all 4 of them because you can get a bonus. Although one of them is tricky, so it will be harder to get that bonus because one of them's harder. But yeah, no, you only need 1 and it can be any of them. We just did our first Trinity. Goofy, Donald, and Sora only have 1 Trinity at the moment, the Trinity Jump. Doing that here gets you the footprints. So that is a piece of evidence. All of the pink boxes that we come across are pieces of evidence, so we definitely want to grab those. We can jump on these mushrooms.
Is one of their Trinity doohickeys the Trinity slide, where they just do the cha-cha slide?
I wish. That would be
Cha-cha real
amazing.
smooth.
Jack, did you ever find Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney?
What?
Up here is the antenna.
I asked you to go get him to be the defense lawyer for
Oh,
One
okay.
Alice.
He's busy.
Damn.
Couldn't get a hold
Some
of
of
him.
these jumps can be a little tricky, so just make sure to time them right. Sora's jump is not that good at this point in the game, but he will get a higher jump later. But we kind of need to traverse some of these areas now. We can get this fruit if we're big, because there's a way to come into this area while we're large, and that fruit will make you shrink down, but we don't need it because we're already small. Coming over here, though, will drop us into a different part of the bazaar room, and we can get the stench evidence.
Ooh.
Smelly.
Smelly. We both said the same time. This room can be a nice room to grind in because the bazaar room will give you a bunch of enemies each time you come into it from a different location. So I definitely recommend taking your time in this world, especially because, like I said, the early game is hell, and if you don't level up a little bit so you can get some abilities to make things smoother, it's kind of tricky. The flowers in this world are very weird.
This should help.
You can give them things, and then they'll give you things. Now we're big.
That's not how that works.
If you step on that, you can raise a platform that will permanently stick around.
Now you need to go get the fruit.
And
I love how
Yeah.
it's just a box. We're just inside a box right now. You can see the corners.
yep, pretty much. Welcome to 2002 video games.
I mean, you could also give it the excuse that it's Alice in Wonderland and it's supposed to be kind of weird.
That's also true. So thanks to that platform we raised, we might be able to make our way over to that area.
Fire!
Oh yeah, that's right, we have the fire spell. Jump up over here. We can go to the bazaar room from this location, and we can land on this faucet. And if we jump just right from this area, we can make our way over to that ledge.
We can get a drink of water.
And get claw marks. So that was that last one, the claw marks, is the one that the Cheshire Cat said was the tricky one, because not only do you need to know to get increased in size, hit the platform, but you also have to make a very tricky jump. So that's the quote-unquote tricky one. But if you get all four, you get access to the Blizzard spell early. Normally, I think you get it after you beat this world, or it might actually come out a little later than that. But having more spells earlier in the game is always a good thing, so like I said, take the extra time, get all 4 pieces of evidence, get yourself the Blizzard spell. I make a jump cut here. And in order to actually submit the evidence, although I'm kind of just shuffling around my lock-on, we actually have to go talk to Alice over in the cage.
Okay, Landon, I have an update.
Mhm.
Still can't get Phoenix right, but I did get Larry Butts.
Oh god. She's gonna lose her head.
And then we can find out some extra information from her.
But Larry says he has evidence.
Is it an updated autopsy report?
Alice doesn't remember where she's from.
Neither do I. Where am I from? Please, send help. I'm lost.
And then, let's talk to one of these gentlemen and present our evidence. And then she has her own supposed evidence.
The fuck?
There'll always be 5 boxes. As long as you brought the one piece of evidence, no matter which box you pick, you will always get the same result. So like I said, getting 2 or 3 pieces of evidence is pointless. You either want to get just the 1 to finish this area as fast as possible, or you want to get the 4 so you can get the blizzard spell. But regardless, a soldier will pop up out of the chest, and it turns out it was the Heartless that took your heart all along, Queen.
What? No way.
But she doesn't want to believe it, so now we have to fight.
The Heartless are only real if you don't believe them. So, believe it.
Okay, and the more I look at it, the more I realize that being inside a room was definitely intentional.
Yeah. So this is like a mini boss, I guess. For whatever reason, we have to destroy this tower. You can beat the card knights, and they'll temporarily be like stunned, but they won't be like 100%.
Dead.
They won't like they won't stay dead. You can hit the queen if you want, and she'll stop yelling. She also can't be defeated, but hitting her will knock her over.
That's
and then
amazing.
Good.
Yeah, and then she'll shut up for a little bit. So if you want to defeat the card knights, then hit her so that she doesn't talk. You'll have some free shots at the tower. This is a little this fight's a little tricky because there's just so many fucking enemies, and they don't die permanently either, and there's not a lot of opportunities to heal because we don't have cure, and the card knights don't drop any healing. Only the tower does.
That's dumb.
Anyway, once we beat the tower, for whatever reason... She's gone!
What?
Did you like my
Where'd
magic
she
trick?
go? I think her card knights are kind of dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I mean, yeah.
She is. Anyway, there's while the in order to progress this area, we got to go back over here. The final fight of this world takes place in the bazaar room, but we've got to try to track down Alice first. And he's referring to a different entrance to the bazaar room. That's why he's saying the upside down room, because there's a way to go into the bazaar room on the ceiling. We have a new enemy here. This is the large body. You cannot hit them from the front. Their girth is... They have too much girth. You cannot ignore their girth. But if you go around them, you can hit them from behind. Or you can use magic. Whatever you feel like.
He's just a bloater.
Oh god. Are we really making connections to The Last of Us?
Yes.
This game really is just like the precursor to The Last of Us.
How? In what way?
Because I said so.
Yeah.
You know what?
This
the
is-
Queen used that logic. I can't tell you that's not valid logic.
There you go. Listen, this is in the non-chronological order of the Gaming Stooges timeline of Let's Plays. This is the prequel to The Last of Us.
I didn't mention it, but there's also these little wizard enemies. I don't remember each of their names specifically because they're named after their color and then a type of music. The red ones are fire-based, the blue ones that we'll encounter later, blizzard, and so on and so forth, as you can plainly gather. There's only 4, so there's ones for fire, blizzard, thunder, and then cure. That's it. There's more in other games. They keep experimenting with it, and they give them like different spells. Bless you, from the Final Fantasy
Thank you.
games. Coming over here, we have the upside down part of the Bazaar Room.
You know, I figured it out. This is just the pre-sequel to The Last of Us.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it works in the Gaming Stooges canon still.
You don't have to beat the enemies that are here, although if you don't, it's really, really hard to touch the candle lights that are on the tables because they're going to be so close they're going to turn off the reaction command. If they were like super far away in like the corners of the room, you could technically turn them on while there's enemies around, but they're not likely to be able to get that to happen.
Hey Donald, get the fuck
these
up.
enemies. Oh god. Goofy, thank God you saved me. Because Donald didn't do fuck all.
Yeah, because he's dead.
No, he's just unconscious.
He's
God.
Oh yeah,
dead.
Goofy and
God.
Donald
damn it,
and Goofy
Donnie.
they'll revive after a little while if they're knocked out. There is an ability in some games that will like cause them to get back up sooner, including this game. But generally, you'll see them get up a little bit sooner in later games because I think they lower the timer that it takes for them to get back up. But yeah, touch these two lights, turn on the lights, and the Cheshire Cat will tell us we will see shadows soon. But we have to go somewhere else in the room. They might go after the doorknob. Gee, I wonder where we should go. Probably the original entrance to the Bazaar Room.
Nah.
Probably. We can actually take a shortcut over here to the Queen's Castle. Jump through here so we don't have to go all the way back. When we get the high jump ability, or the glide ability, we'll have the ability to, because spoiler alert, we do get other movement abilities later. We'll be able to get the other treasure chests that are in this room, but right now you kind of can't. There's a way to get to like one of the other treasure chests, I think, but it's kind of a complicated process, and it's easier to just come back later because there's other goodies you can get with the added abilities we'll have. Let's go up here.
Weren't we just higher up? We were literally on the ceiling.
What's up, you fucking cat?
You gonna beat us up?
And this is the boss of the Wonderland world. This is the Trickmaster. It was colored black with blue and red in the original game. I also did a jump cut in order to, because I died on my first fight against this guy as well. Like I said, early game hell.
That's a running theme here.
Yeah, the first few bosses I lose to my first try just because of the fact that, like I said, I don't have the cure spell. The cure spell literally saves the entire game once you get it. But yeah, this guy has, as you can tell now, I am level 9. I have the scan ability, so you can actually see his HP. And he had a yellow bar completely filled up. If I didn't mention it already, the HP bars that overlap in this game are a little different than later games in the series. Normally they just do a number of little bubbles next to where it says HP, and then there's the regular HP bar. In this game, there's different colors, starting with green, then yellow, then orange, then pink, and then purple. And depending on what color bar they have so much HP. So the Trickmaster has 600 HP. He has attacks that he can use like those things. I don't know what they're called, but he has like those things on it in his hands. He can like
Maracas.
smash the maracas. He can smash the chair. He can smash the table.
He can
actually,
smash
I don't
that
think he can
like
smash the
button.
table. Smash that like button. Nice transition. But yeah, he can just try to keep your distance because he can do some pretty strong attacks, and if you don't keep your distance, he will very much hit you for quite a bit of damage. You have to hit his upper body, so like that weird head-like thing in his whatever. I guess that's a hat? I don't know. But you can hit like that torso, but those legs, like pretty much the waist down, you can't hit him. So you actually have to get up on the table so you can hit him. Or you can get up on like that little like bookshelf end table thing that's over in the corner, and you can kind of hit him from there, although the elevation might not be quite enough to hit him. And if you hit him enough times, he'll actually have a couple of moments where he just kind of falls over and is like, yeah. And you can hit him a bunch. He almost hit me with fire.
We call that
Forgot to mention
being
he can-
staggered.
He can shoot fire. Yes, you can stagger him a couple of times. They're like set intervals, so it's not like there's not like some hidden break meter or anything. Like he just staggers at a couple of different points in the fight based on his HP. That blizzard spell was probably a little too far away. The blizzard spell is like a shotgun. It's like a shotgun attack where like it'll have like a bunch of projectiles in them right in front of you, but they spread out a little bit. But it sure is helpful because that extra area of coverage is very helpful for this fight.
Well, now he's all sad.
So am I.
I don't care if he's sad.
Now he's all dead.
So am I. And now he's heartless.
Now we get a heart container.
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
We got the Ifrit's horn. Or Ifrit, or however you like to pronounce him.
What a racket.
He was asleep the whole time!
How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
Bitch, you're a fucking doorknob.
I mean,
Oh yeah, when he
Don't
when
put
he
your dick in
yawns,
that.
Don't do it,
shove it in.
Sora.
Sora shot his
Control your
goo into the
urges.
doorknob.
This is really weird.
So yeah, the Keyblade can lock certain holes that are actually the keyholes to the heart of the world. And we locked this one. Locking them will typically give us what's called a Navi G piece, which is a navigator gummy, which will allow us access to another world. So that's how you progress the game. You get navigator gummies so you can get to new worlds. You lock those. Anyway, we have another new world and some other cool stuff to do in the next part. So we will see you then.